Okay, here we are. Welcome everybody to my second video. I'm going to be fumbling through this game called Mage Knight, and I talked about it on the podcast that I just recorded. I learned this game last week, and learned, I mean I scratched the surface of this incredibly complicated game last week. So I'm just going to go through a basic setup right now, and I'm just going to do the walkthrough. It's only going to be about a half an hour. I'm gonna mess a lot of stuff up. I'm gonna fumble through the rules, try and learn it, and I'm probably gonna be referencing some videos and some rules quite a bit. But I want to make sure I take a good, honest crack at it, and I want to kind of do it with you guys. And so I'm gonna open up the box right now, take all the components out, and talk about it, and set up a game, set up a walkthrough. So this is the first scenario that they give you in the rule book here. It's designed to just introduce you to the game and to its concepts. So I obviously don't remember a whole lot still, and so I'm going to talk about what I do know, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to set it up. This is the day versus night tracker. It has hexes on the side with movement values. That's how much it takes you to move through each type of hex. And it's also where you put your dice when you roll the dice, or your mana dice. So firstly, let's get up the components, get the box out of the way. Oh boy, here we go. I'm probably gonna have to stop and start this video a couple times once I kind of rewatch the video on how to play. So if you see some quick cuts to where the game is already set up, you know that I screwed up or got overwhelmed and had to go watch a video and then come back and continue. So I'm just going to be, I'm not even going to bring out a city yet because I'm not even there yet. I'm going to play the same character as I was last time, this vampire dark witch lady, which is pretty cool. And then you also need a dummy player. The dummy player, I think, is intended to just keep track of the time in this walkthrough scenario. Like it has, when he burns through his cards, that signifies the end of the turn. So we'll use this green dragon bro for that. So let me get there's like a specific way you gotta set this up. Okay, here we go. So this is the reputation track and the experience and level track. So as you fight monsters and do various things in the game, you're going to gain experience, and that moves you up this stuff. Every time you get to a new row, you level. This over here is the reputation track. Something about like berserking monsters or rampaging monsters. If you kill them, you go up on the reputation track, but fuck if I know. Okay, so we'll do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Okay, let's go through the decks. These are they're like the strategy cards in Twilight Imperium. You pick one that gives you a bonus and to do what it says, and then it also governs your turn order. So if you pick like number 5, you're going to go 5th. If you go 6, and so on and so on and so on. These are the ones for the nighttime. I've never even gotten to nighttime, so screw that. Okay, let's see what we got here. I remember these bros. These are either spells or artifacts. I think they're spells. We'll just throw them over the spells. Of course, every back on the cards are the exact same back as every other card, so distinguishing which is kind of a time-consuming and tedious task. Oh yeah, these things with the gold backgrounds on them. These cards with the gold backgrounds, they are artifacts, and I think they are really nice, neat, cool things you can get throughout the game. So, awesome. These represent cities, so that's nothing. Okay, here. His name is Goldix. Goldix the Dragon. I kind of have these things sorted out based on my playthrough last time, but we'll see. Okay. Oh yeah, some of these guys are like the units that were on offer. Yeah, these guys are all the offer dudes. So as you do things, you can recruit guys in cities and or towns or chapels or some shit like that. Okay, regular unit offer, and I'm just gonna put the gold or the level 2 unit offers below that because I don't care right now. These are more of the guys. So Norwas and Tuvok. I'll just call them Tuvok now because whatever. Hi, here we go. Arithia is who I'm going to be. So one thing I need to know is I need to grab her deck. Crap. Okay, I think those will just go away for now. Who gives a shit? And I'll put those over there with that. that's how you do this game. You just say who gives a shit and then get going. Okay. 17. Okay, yes. These 17 through 28. These cards are advanced action cards that go in your hand, and they are too advanced for the walkthrough, so they recommend you remove them from the game, which I gladly do. And then the rest of them, I believe, get sorted out based on. There's like an icon on the very top on some of them, some not, as to what character they belong to. I don't know why some of them don't have those icons, which makes no sense to me, but okie dokie. That's this guy. That's this guy. This is a plant guy. This is a circle. I am the kind of like this looks like a dragon skull crest thing. Okay. So that's this guy, that's that. So these don't need it, but one of these needs to go for Goldix because we need to like overturn stuff based on the turn, which determines the turn order of the walkthrough. Which is really awesome too, is that these cards are like stuck together because they're kind of new and I haven't really worn them in yet. What's that? That. And the only thing I don't know as of right now are why some of these cards don't have an icon associated with them. Probably advanced actions, which they look like advanced actions. Okie dokie. So we'll just shuffle that shit up. Put that over there. That's good. These are offer units. This is my deck of stuff. These are gone because they are not players in the current game. See, it's totally easy. It's like half set up now. Totally great. No problems at all. Oh, and then there's just skills deck. It's little skill chips. But then there's this dude. Oh gosh. Okie dokie. Well, we're getting there. Let me pause the video. I'll finish setting up the scenario and then we'll get going with the rest of it. So hang tight. Hey, I am back and I have the board set up, so I'm gonna go do a quick overview of the board and then I'll start actually playing. So I have these tiles set up, which is the starting map for the walkthrough. That includes my initial position on the kind of portal hex of this game. I have these two monsters that I have drawn. They're rampaging monsters. They're the first thing that start on the map, so that is going to be who I'm going to have to battle first if I want to. I have two villages here, and then I have these two like Everglade things, which I don't know how far I'm going to get into this. I might just do a little bit more and then wrap up this. So I have my starting hand, which normally is 5, but I took this card called Great Start, and Great Start means you start the game with 2 extra cards. So I'm going to kind of look and see what I can do. First thing I want to do, I guess, is Oh, this is the hard part of this game because there's so many options that you can do with each card. So I have move cards. I don't really need to heal yet. I have a bunch of move cards that I can use with both blue and green mana. Can't really do a whole heck of a lot of attacking this turn, so I think I'm just going to move and explore for a bit. So my move is equal to 2, 4, 6. But I could pump it up with the blue die to make it 8. So moving across grass terrain costs 2. So 1, 2, 4, 6. And I could spend 2 to flip over that one. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, which ends me in the village. Spend my extra 2 movement points, I think, to reveal the next tile. And it has a keep on it. I don't know what you do with that. Interesting. So that required me to use this blue mana to pump that up, and so these go in my discard. And then I can also maybe try to initiate an attack because I do have red mana here, which bumps my attack up to 4. I can either attack 4 or block 4. Interesting. So I think I'm going to try to, yeah, so you can use a card sideways for an additional attack. So if I pump my battle versatility up with a red mana, that means I'm doing an attack 4, which means I'm not blocking. So I believe I can do this to kill him, but I'm going to take 3 wounds. I think I'm going to have to take 3 wounds. But this guy has poison, which poison means if a unit gets wounded because of an attack from an enemy with poison, it is given 2 wound cards instead of 1. Okay, so it seems like I would gain 6 wound cards, which is pretty hefty. Then again, I'm just learning. So the only way to learn is by doing, honestly. 3, 4, 5, 6 wound cards. And I feel like they go in your discard pile, but I could be wrong. But then I think I get this guy, and I add 3 to my reputation, which brings me to a level up. And a level up means I get to flip this, which means I have more to do there. That means my my base block. Oh, my base block is 2. So I could use 1 card to block to get to the 3, which means I don't take any of the wounds. So I have to spend another card to block because I get a base block of 2 plus a card that gives me base block of 3. The guy hits me for 3, so I successfully block all that, and my attack of 5 basically kills him. So that is how I'm going to do that. These cards go on my discard pile, and then when you play this card, also pay 1 mana of a basic color. Gain a crystal of that color into your inventory. And I guess I'll use Crystallize and use the red mana to get a red crystal in my inventory. I guess. Which uses all the cards for this turn. So I successfully got a monster, revealed a hex, and added a crystal to my inventory. And I feel like you re-roll these and add them to the source, but I'm going to have to consult with the video that I was watching to determine if that's exactly what you do. I believe that's it. So I'm going to stop this video right now because I've probably butchered this enough. Still haven't learned the full extent of the game, so I got to watch more videos. But thanks for tuning in. As I get better with recording these videos, I'll probably do more once I get better with the webcam and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for bearing with me throughout my learning process of how to make good videos. Thanks again, and we'll catch you later.